Today, oh my gosh, I'm already out of breath, but today's supposed to be a easy run, nice slow one, because I took a break last time. It was that time of the month. I just needed my body to rest. So now, just easing my way back into it, even though I'm already out of breath. It is a little bit colder, so I'm trying to get used to running in the cold, but I'm geared up, so I should be getting warmer soon. So I don't really have a mileage set for today. I think it's just getting my body back into it. So maybe 1.5, 2 miles maybe. Just take it nice and easy, listening to music. It's not super cold, so it should be fun. I'll keep you posted on how we do. Okay, so I just finished the 2 miles and I feel amazing. Sorry for all the wind. I just went on this trail and I honestly didn't even think I was gonna complete the 2 miles. I wanted to give up like a mile in, just because I feel like I took that week off because of my period and everything. I'm still trying to get back into it, and it's kind of hard because I feel like I have to tell myself to breathe and kind of get into it. And so the first mile, I feel like I'm still very distracted and just trying to adjust to it. So I get out of breath easier and I'm like more aware of my surroundings and just noticing that I'm struggling. So that kind of makes me panic a little bit. But then once I push through that hard part of wanting to give up, I just keep pushing. I feel like, okay, now I'm just focused on breathing and surviving and continuing. So my mental state is more focused on that rather than everything else that's on my mind. So it clears things up for me. And what I really love to do is put worship music on. And I feel like that's really my time to just spend time with God, lay it all out, depending on the day and what I want to talk to God about, and just listening. I feel like because my mind is more clear and not as distracted from everything else that's around in the house and the phone and things that I gotta do, I'm able to just really focus on praying and spending time in His presence and worshiping and just being grateful for everything. So I highly recommend, if you just feel like you need to carve some time with God, incorporate it into your workout. It's great. Alrighty, finally back home. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. Feel like I could have kept going, but because it's my first day back, I didn't want to go so hard and then injure myself. So I want to take it slow and steady. My half marathon is in October, so I still have a lot of time. I'm using this time now as just getting my body used to running. Just focusing mainly not so much on the mileage and my time, just focusing on first getting out there. Just despite any obstacles that I may have, I'm trying to just really push myself to try to get a run in. So whether it's really cold out, I've been using that as an excuse, but then once I layer it up, I'm fine. So I've been just trying to get out there even if it's cold. If I'm sore or I'm tired or just really anything, I'm just trying to break those excuses that I have and just get out there. And then another thing that I'm trying to do is I'm learning to focus on my breathing. I feel like a lot of the times I can't focus on my breathing the first mile that I'm running, like I said before, because I'm like panicking almost, like my body goes into panic mode because it's under a lot of stress, and it's like I go from being in bed all nice and cozy to now struggling. So my body kind of goes through this shock or this stress moment. So it's trying to like calm myself down, tell myself to breathe, that everything's okay, that I'm not in danger. I'm just always constantly telling myself that to calm myself down and focus on my breathing. That's huge for me because even in my races, in my previous 5Ks, I feel like one of my biggest struggles was breathing. I become so overwhelmed with what's going on, and I just kind of dwell on that during the run, and I focus on that emotion and the heaviness of my breathing, and I hear other people's heavy breathing around me and I just panic. So I'm learning to just center myself, focus on my breathing, clear my mind. And it's taught me that even in life, that's so important to do. I think that's one of the biggest lessons I learned from running, is that when you're under a lot of stress and there's a lot going on, you need to find a moment to just center your body and focus on breathing, because you can't really think your best and you can't really perform your best when you're just full of anxiety and you are just so overwhelmed and panicking. It's just you won't get anywhere. So being able to focus your breathing, clear your mind, really helps in any aspect in life. First mile and a half, I wanted to give up, but then I saw this older lady was running and she smiled at me and I smiled back at her, and I felt like that gave me a little bit more motivation. Like she was telling me like, you could do it. And I was telling her like, you could do it back, kind of thing, motivating each other. So I kept going, and I honestly didn't even know I hit the 2 mile mark until I was like, okay, let's see, like, did I hit it? And then I checked my watch and I was 2.1. So I'm like, okay, let's stop here. And then I just walked the rest of the way to just catch my breath, relax, cool down, stretch a little bit. And again, just keep worshiping God. Spend more time doing that. I feel more awake. I feel like I don't even need coffee, but I'll make some anyways because it's gonna be a long day. But I get this adrenaline rush that is unbeatable. I hope that I can look back on this video after I run that half marathon and just see how much I've grown. I just feel like this whole running journey has helped me grow as a person. It's helped clear my mental state, my spiritual health. It's just helped me find time to spend time with God. Seriously, so happy that I started running. I highly recommend it for anybody who is feeling like they're in a rut and they're just full with anxiety like me and overwhelmed and just can't think straight. Try running or try any form of exercise. Get your blood pumping, your body moving. You won't regret it. I don't think so. I think anything that's good for your body is just helping yourself. This is the high that I'm on after running. What I usually like to do after a run is have some coconut water. This one is the Kirkland, the one from Costco. opened up my Bible and I opened up to a psalm that I wanted to share. And it's a very small phrase, but it's Psalm 4:4. And it says, "Don't sin by letting anger control you. Think about it overnight and remain silent. Offer sacrifices in the right spirit and trust the Lord." It kind of resonates a lot with what I have been trying to work on in my own life. And that is just being able to control my emotions and not letting my emotions control me. I've been speaking to my family members, my sisters, about just growing up and seeing how our parents dealt with emotions, and it wasn't the healthiest example, and it's not their fault because they were never shown or taught the right example. I think they were just trying to figure it out, and as we all are, trying to figure life out. And sometimes when we don't have God present in our lives in the midst of all of that, it makes it a little bit more challenging. So now, as an adult myself, I am now coming across all of these challenges, and I find it very hard to just deal with a lot of things that happen in life. And I'm sure everybody has struggles. I know everybody has struggles in life. And I don't want any of these videos to come off like I have a picture perfect life, because I don't. And even if you see this montage, this is not how I live my everyday life. I don't wake up perfectly and have this beautiful, healthy routine all the time. It's just not realistic. So I hope that if you stick around and you subscribe, I do want the purpose of this channel to kind of be a channel where we can grow together and we learn about life together and we take on life's challenges. But never do I want it to come off like I have this perfect life. And I want to put this disclaimer out because I don't. And even with all the editing that I could do and all of the montages and make it look like everything is seamless and that this didn't take hours, it's just not real. So I just want to put that out there, and I want to be as transparent as possible. There are a lot of things that I struggle with, so if you want more videos on just the everyday life struggles and for us to sit down and talk, that would be great. Let me know. But yeah, there are things that I struggle with, and I am trying to take 2025 as a year of growth and trying to be a better version of myself, being a little bit more intentional and self-aware, because I've noticed that letting things like my anxiety and my emotions control me and take over has had such an effect on my own personal mental state, but also my everything else in my life, like my work, my relationships, friends and family and everybody. It's just, I don't know, just negative things and bad habits. It just doesn't lead anywhere good. So I kind of want to break that, and I want to watch myself kind of go through this journey, as well as keeping myself accountable on doing these things, because I feel like this is a video diary in a way where I want to document what life is like at this age, at this stage of my life, because tomorrow is going to be a different stage of my life, and I may not have all the time in the world to go and run as much as I want. I'm hoping that I can run for a really long time, even when I have kids and all that stuff. But luckily, I am grateful that I have some time now that I'm young and this free time that I get to do this. But I just want to see what every stage of life is like. So I wonder if I look back on this video and I'm like, wow, you have no idea, because looking back on my I used to make videos but never post them. But looking back on that, I would talk about what I'm going through then, or the struggles of that time period of my life, and just saying, wow, like looking at it from this point of view now and saying, wow, I can't believe I made it through that, you know? So I would love to see that growth in myself. But anyways, the whole point of this video is to just keep myself accountable, continue this running journey, because it really has had such a big impact on my life in a positive way that I want to continue, and it's making me want to be better in all aspects of my life. So I hope you guys stick around in this journey, and yeah, if you guys want to see any specific topics or anything like that, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye!